Were you amazed how many people seemed to actually think you had disappeared?
Yeah, that's pretty funny. I don't think anybody would let me disappear and miss a plane, so yeah.
Health-wise, how do you feel? Are you completely over the issue at the moment?
Yeah, I'm feeling 100% back to normal. Everything's fine.
What did you have?
I just had strep throat. Wasn't feeling good for a few days. Coaching them just wanted to keep me away from the guys so they wouldn't come down with anything.
Did you have any residual just trying to get your energy back out there playing in the game the other night? Did you feel like 100% then?
I didn't feel 100%, but I wasn't tired or anything like that. Just had to get back in the rhythm of things, having a couple of days of practice before that, and then going into the game. But now I feel back to normal and hopefully be able to play well tomorrow.
Did it reinforce watching them play without you what you need to do for this team and what you have to bring to this?
Definitely. It was frustrating watching them, wanting to be out there and playing with them. But, I just learned from it and just saw where I need to go out there and do certain things and make an impact on the game.
What are those things that they said?
Coach talked a lot about me just going out there and rebounding, and that's one thing, and then scoring and those opportunities that I get, and finding open guys and just playing defense, stuff like that.
How able were you to go and practice? How much did it affect you just getting up and down in practice, getting up and down in the game?
It didn't affect me that much. I wasn't that bad out of shape. I had been working out days prior to that, so I kind of got my wind back doing those things, and a couple of days of practice really helped me out for the game.
When you get sick and they don't want you around other guys, is it isolating? I mean, were you by yourself a lot?
Yeah, I was by myself a lot. It's pretty boring, but I still had to watch the games and still text the guys and wish them good luck and stuff like that.
Willie has talked about when being injured and away from the team, feeling sort of disconnected from the brotherhood of the thing. Did you feel that way a little bit during that time?
Definitely, but they kept me in the loop. They texted me, see how I was feeling and stuff like that, and we went back and forth, and they kept me as close as possible.
More mental in those situations than it is physical? Or?
Definitely, because we've been doing this our whole life, and the court's not changing. It's still a three-pointer. It's still a shot. So you just have to stick to what you do.
Are you a little surprised that nobody else seems very good at this year? Not many people, I should say.
I feel like shooting might be a lost art of the game. A lot of more people are more athletic. So yeah, I guess so.
Is the SEC better than you expected?
Definitely. At the beginning of the year, everyone's talking about how weak the SEC is, but we're going on road games and they're not playing in front of the Florida crowds or the LSU crowds. It's different than just playing against the other team. There's other factors into it.
Devin, how much fun did you guys have with the Where's Trey stuff the other day?
It was just a good time. Coach said he was putting it out. It was gonna be funny. I wasn't sure if Trey was gonna play or not, but I tweeted out "Where you at, bro?" or whatever. But I was just going along with it.
What was the purpose of that?
I have no idea. I just went along with it.
Related to that Missouri question, when you have a guy like Dominique who's from Kentucky and actually from nearby,
right,
and he's been getting more playing time recently, can you sense any special rapport kind of that he has with the fans? Do you sense, does it feel different with him when he does stuff, or is it?
No, I know obviously he's like a hometown here, so they all love him. They all love everybody, but obviously it's a special feel for Dom because he's from here. But I respect that. He's at home, so he probably knows a lot of people that are in the stands, and it's just Big Blue Nation.
What did you all learn that you need from Trey when he was out there?
Rebounding. He brings that to the team every time. He attacks offensive glass and defensive rebounds, and he's like a 6'10" 3-man, so that helps a lot.
Do you pay attention to your shooting percentage at all? You've kind of been dipping down a little bit recently.
No, I'm not focused on that. Just, like I said, just keep doing the same thing. Focus on my own shot, and I'll be all right.
Can you talk a little about preparation for games? I know Coach Cal isn't as huge on players watching game tape as maybe some of the coaches are. How do you guys do it? Can you describe the process?
We run through the team sets and we watch film also. I guess like a regular team, watch film, run through their sets, focus on their key players. But, I think our team is pretty good. So we can go out there and, we put it together and just, we find a way to get wins.
Which other coaches play big roles in your preparation?
All of them, really. Robes does more of the film, KP does more of the personnel, so it's all over. They all help out.